Welcome to ANZ Combined Racing League Session 3 of the Bathurst 1000. I'm your host Neil Haynes, and alongside me is Nico. Nico, welcome buddy for Session 3.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks for having me back for session 3. I'm really excited to see what's as the battle unfolds here at Bathurst 1000.
Definitely, and I've just got on our screens at the moment is our Drivers' Championship, because this is round 3 of our V8 Supercars Championship. And the man leading the series is Gun 180 in the Penrite car, with Highlander in the Monster Energy car in second. Detective 209 hasn't made the grid, as did Wayland. They did not make the grid for the Bathurst 1000, but one person did, Ashley Coochie. And he's looking very good as well, in 5th position currently in this race. So as we just bring up this graphic now, you can see how session 1 panned out. We had Longy in the car of the Penrite car took out victory over Highlander in the Monster Energy Racing Mustang. John Slow came home in 3rd position, with Ashley in 4th in the Coke Racing car. Bo Kane was in 5th. Zach 18, he was back in the car for session 3, came home in 6th position, with Commander Series coming from the back of the grid all the way up to 7th in that first session in the Irwin Racing car. Commander Jim came home in 8th, with Timmy 82 in 9th. And then Huds did a great job on his first return back to AMS2 in 10th position in the Scandia Racing car, with slide signs after a little bit of a mishap in the game that caused him to have a massive screen tear. Got him down a lap down in the order in 11th position. So Nico's with us today after doing the broadcast in session 2. So he'll be looking at G-Dude again to make sure that he can keep it on the lead lap. And Loza finished in 12th position, with Mitch Kemp and myself all the way down in last position. But then session 2 hit us, and the pace was still hot. And after 80 laps and 2 hours and 50 minutes of racing, we've still got Longy out in front in the Penrite Racing car, and he is doing a triple stint. He's driving again for session 3, but it was Highlander that drove the car into second position, holding that position in the Monster Energy car, with Rusty in 3rd for the Milwaukee. John Slow dropped a position back to 4th. And then Wadey finishing in 5th position after 80 laps. Timmy 82 did a great job to hold on to 6th, and Commander Cirrus dropped a position back into 7th, and still on the lead lap, as with Captain Awesome in the Red Bull Ampol. Falling a lap down in that session was Zaki 3, Huds 21, Stu and G-Dude, but they get the luxury of that lucky dog lap back on the lead lap during the session, so they will find themselves on the lead lap for the restart of session 3. Unfortunately, Mitch Kemp is driving the Premier Hire car. We've fixed the clutch, and we're looking forward to having a little bit of a run out there if we can. But obviously going to be 5 laps down, as that's the maximum number of laps down that we are going to hold. So there you go, guys. We're going to hit it into the next session, ready for the drivers. They're on the grid. They're going to form up to a single file restart off this grid. So I'm going to leave you over to Slide Science while I hit the comms for the drivers, so we can get them into race order, and they'll do their formation lap and hit the race on lap 2. So thanks, Slide, and I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, no worries. Looking forward to this session. So welcome everyone to session.
Yep. 8 seconds, dude. Ready up.
G-Dude, ready up.
G-Dude,
Yeah, bub. Good luck, everyone.
G-Dude, ready.
By the skin of my teeth.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ample Racing. Holden taking over from Captain Awesome, which had a mega race as well. He had a mega battle with Zaki 3, and which went on for laps after laps after laps, which was a great little showcase for us to watch. P9, we've got Zach 18 back in from Zaki 3. The Zaki brothers here in the Black Bull Racing. We've got Rishi in the Scandia Racing car, just taking over from Huds 21. Huds unfortunately having a spin close to the end of session 2 at Forest Elbow, but still in P10 at the moment. So yeah, mega race ahead for Rishi. P11 got Loza in after Stu had a good run in the Auto One racing car. P11, so they've got to be pushing up to get a couple of more spots probably here, what I can see, coming from the previous race. Then the Shelby Power racing car, now currently driven by G-Dude 66. G-Dude had a bit of a couple of issues in session 2, but he's got the setup dialed in, fresh set of tires, and he'll be pushing hard in the Shelby Power, which I'll be piloting in session 4 for the final session of the Bathurst 1000. And then Mitch Kemp right at the back, he will be starting from pit lane with 5 laps down, unfortunately getting a disqualification in session 1 due to a pit limiter fail, and he got pinched for speeding in the pit lane, which got him disqualified. And unfortunately for the same Premier Air Hire racing car, we had Woody Lizard, our boss, the ANZCRL leader, into session 2, and unfortunately being 5 laps down, he had clutch failure. So we're just
Yeah.
about getting ready to start here.
Beautiful intro, thanks Nico, and yeah, it was a very upsetting thing where it blew the clutch there, but lessons learnt. So this time when we're going to have Mitch in the pit lane, he's going to turn the car off under your sensational suggestion late in that after session 2. So he's going to have the car turned off and hopefully no more burnt clutches. So here we go. So Longy has got
we
the
go.
race start here and he's gone.
Yeah, he's left it late. In session 2, he went just out of the chase. He got right onto it. Probably thought he'll go a bit later, see if he can get that gap open.
Yeah, so good little jump there. But Sato, he's been out of the car all day. He's did the top 10 shootout and had himself in 3rd place. So he's going to see how he fares. Going to have to get himself all back into the zone here as Commander Jim right in the middle there. We've got a couple of Red Bull cars following one another. Retro livery of the Zaki brothers.
And the Shelby Power right at the back, who's bringing up the rear, but I'm hoping G-Dude will be getting a good run here. We'll just jump back at the lead.
Yeah, so we're on lap 82, but look, the cars look like they've all gone through a car wash slide.
They've had a bit of a polish there in the pit lane and ready to go for session 3.
Yeah, good stuff. So they're running hard here over the top of the mountain for the first time around. It's Sato. Obviously seeing what he can do.
Yeah, looking at that, he had about a 0.8 of a jump on Sato Longy for the start of the session. I've already made a good little decent 3-second gap up to Bo. And then it falls back quite a bit to the, oh, what a pile up into Forest Elbow.
Yeah, so that's obviously the Unicorn. He's taken the car from John Slow, and the Unicorn obviously is a little bit slower than John Slow, and you are. This is like a Coles car park going down Conrod Straight at 200 kilometres an hour, and the Unicorn's out on the grass.
Oh, this
isn't looking good. So this is what happens when sometimes some level of drivers are out of place. So the Unicorn just really needs to keep it cool, and so does all the other drivers. So it's VGA Philly. He wants to take it
off the wall.
Yeah, he's just been able to pull it up, but I tell you what, everyone was going a little bit too hard because obviously the Unicorn is holding people up. But, you know, everyone needs to understand that, you know, the driver swap has been done here and they need to just take a little bit of an easy move, take it a bit relaxed here. The Unicorn will drop down the positions as the other cars filter on through.
Yeah, this was quite a bit of an exciting last section of the lap. Sector 3 was insane. These cars are all so evenly matched with, but now with the drivers, did we just lose someone?
I think it's something's going on here. It's all gone paused on my screen.
I think we just had a bit of a glitch.
Is it still going on your screen or not?
It's still going on my screen.
Could be that I'm being disconnected, unfortunately. So I'll just see what's going on here. So I may have to just quit out and come back. Is all the other cars going still?
Yeah, all the other cars are still going. We've got Longy in P1. He's still going.
Okay.
We've got Mitch still in the pit lane, just waiting.
All right, so what I might do is I might just quickly quit out and rejoin because it will let me do that. So hopefully it doesn't pull anyone out of this lobby, but we might as well do it now while it's early, then wait too long.
Yeah, I think we've lost one. I'm just trying to see who it is.
It might not be Loza, is it? Loza was worried about his internet connection.
Yeah, no, Loza's there. Loza's still in the race. He's P9 currently. I'm very happy to say that I've got my Shelby Power G-Dude. He's up to P8.
VGA Philly there.
VGA Philly is here. Yes, he is right at the back at the moment. We've got Zach 18. just trying to see if we've lost anyone because we're currently down to 12. So we've got Longy, Sado, Bo. We've lost the Unicorn.
Oh, the unicorn's gone from John Slow. That's a shame.
That is such a shame.
I'd say that's what happened to me. I've probably been pulled at that time. So here we go. So we're just getting myself reloaded back in. So we should have the stream back very shortly, guys. But there we go. I'm back in now. Only thing is I've got no audio, and this is what normally happens when this happens. So
Yeah, I had the same error the other day. But yeah, so let's get back into the racing here. John King has got himself up to... He's steady in P5 at the moment. So he's moved up a position here. Shadow's dropped back. I don't know if he's had a moment, but we've got Shadow down to P3. As Bo is now in P2. 9 seconds off from Longy. So we'll just see Shadow's lap time on this next lap.
yeah, I'm just going to wait to see if I may have to quit out again and come back in again. And if this causes any dramas with this lobby, it's we'll have to get this thing restarted. But I'm just going to see if this lobby, the actual order resets itself, because at the moment it's all over the shop. And we'll wait for these drivers to complete a lap, and it might just re-trigger itself.
Yep.
So we're looking still at Sado 15 at the moment.
Yeah, he definitely had a moment looking at a 217, so he's definitely had an off or a possible loop going up the mountain. So, but Longy has pulled a massive 10-second gap over Bo.
Yeah, so I think I might have to just try and quit out again. Unfortunately, I don't. Oh, hang on. I've got something going on here. A bit of volume now.
There we go.
Still a little bit out though. I'm sinking at the moment, so we'll wait and see what happens here. Hopefully that order will come out nice for us eventually.
You got Zach 18 is really pushing hard onto King here.
Okay, so just to let everyone know, we are back now live, all good, all the settings should be in the right order now, so thanks for hanging in and persevering with us, as all the technology can't be helped other than what we've got in front of us. So yeah, bring us up to speed, slide for us, buddy.
Yeah, so we've had an unfortunate disconnect here from the Unicorn. I'm not sure if he's had technical difficulties or a vehicle issue, but he's unfortunately disconnected. So we've had Bo move up into P2 as Sado had a bit of a spin or an off. We missed it unfortunately on the stream, but Sado doing a 217 on the previous lap has seen him move down to P3, and we've got Zach 18 and John King with a little battle going here for P5.
Yeah, and just have a look what's coming out through some of the comments here. Commander Cirrus is just saying that his co-driver in the Irwin Commodore is absolutely flying, and that last lap he was at 205.4. And these are the conditions that the Irwin car has really been tuned for, these hotter conditions. So after that spin that he had out of the chase, which was when they were all clamped, getting all all bunched up with the Unicorn, VJ Philly's on a charge.
Big charge, that's for sure.
And Sado's back up into second.
That's correct, yes. It's all over the place at the moment in session 3.
Yeah, it's all happening, and Sado's with 204.1, the fastest man out on that previous lap. So one thing we know about Sato, and I think he can vouch for that slide, is that he can be quick, but he's got a tendency to make a few mistakes. And but he
Yeah.
always seems to be able to catch up. He makes these mistakes and catches back up through the field. But tell you what, he's pushing hard. He's getting it
He's
sideways and everything.
he's pushing it real hard at the moment, which it could work or it couldn't. He can make a mistake very, very easily by pushing this hard. Obviously, he's trying to make up that gap because he was down to about 15 seconds off Longy. And but yeah, it's just started the race. We've started the session. We've got 6 laps in.
Yeah, that's absolutely flown. So we should have Mitch Kemp about to start probably this lap around when Longy comes through. So
Yeah, he's still in the pits.
yeah, it's a good trial out just to see if the engine's been turned off. He's going to save that clutch. I think it will. So it's good to work these things out as we move on forward in the league. So in future reference, we can make sure that all the drivers that need a hold in the pit lane to fall the laps down don't get affected with what happened to me in session 2. But looking at VGA Philly, he's sort of come back to the field now with a 207, but he's made those places up and trying to get on the back of this Shell V-Power, about 5 seconds in front of him.
Yeah, he's pushing real hard here. Obviously, he's also under pressure, thinking, you know, I had a big spin just out of the chase, which put him down. Luckily, he kept it off the wall, but this is going to be a big push to get back up there.
Yeah, but a good thing that we know with what he can do here is if he maintains this pace, we've seen that he could find himself all the way up in the 6th position because I think he's got that pace for the to bridge that gap between him and Zach 18 and even John King in 5th position. So
yeah,
long way to go.
Yeah, it definitely is, and Zach 18 is definitely putting the pressure on John King early into the session.
There's Mitch Kemp is actually now on his run, so he's come out. And he's just behind a whole range of cars here at the moment. He's got Commander Jim and John King, sorry, and Zach 18.
John King.
As he's just letting them through, and look who's coming through his Commander Jim now. Oh, he's had to take the escape route.
Yeah, he's had to take the escape route just to...
And that's caused a problem here now, so we're going to have to be careful as cars come through. So him doing that is actually causing drama for Mitch, because obviously with the car going through the straight through over the skyline here.
Yeah.
And Loz is in the pits as well.
Yeah, Loz was in the pits. I don't know. He's coming out now at the moment. Where's Longy? Longy is still quite a way up. Let's just hope Mitch is stuck. Oh, he's stuck at the moment. So
yeah, he's got a while to try and get himself going, but he will be visiting pit lane obviously for repairs. Yes, so that's very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate for your Premier Air Hire car there, Woody.
Oh, look, nothing surprises us now at the moment in this 2023 version of Bathurst, I tell you. We've had everything against us, but it's a big learning curve. Yeah, but obviously it's been a good experience getting Mitch up to pace, but obviously just got caught out with a driver taking the escape route over Skyline and maybe just caught him out there. But anyway, back in with Sato, who's done a 203.3 that previous lap, but finds himself 11 seconds off the lead.
And he's pushing it to the limit.
He sure is, but the way he's driving this, he's going to have no tyres by the end of this, unless he's actually on the hard tyres, and that's why it's sliding around a little bit. But
yeah,
he'll be
I must say I found the hard tyres so good in this session that I did in session 1, because I was on the hards and I felt they were brilliant. I mean, I was doing low 205s. I wasn't obviously pushing as hard as these guys, but the hards were pretty good, and they didn't wear as aggressively as the softs.
No, he says the tyres are good. from Highlander. They can do 203s all days. That Highlander throwing the gauntlet down now to the Penrite car. A little bit of competition banter going on.
Yeah. Hey, Louis, thanks for joining the stream.
Yeah, welcome,
Got
Louis.
a good old mate of mine that races ACC with us.
Nice one.
Yeah, Highlander's definitely saying they can do 203s all day.
Yeah, so we'll wait and see what happens because Sato is absolutely abusing the tyres at this stage.
Flat out, 203s every lap.
But is that sustainable? I just don't think it is.
No.
To be honest, it's a long race. We know it's an hour and 25 minutes session. That's a long time to be pushing a car that hard, but obviously he's trying to bridge that gap again between himself and Longy. But yeah, it's another 10 laps at this rate before he even gets onto the back of Longy. So it's a long haul.
It's a long haul, yeah. And the gap is coming down, but Longy's also not going lightly on the current pace.
No, well, everyone's now in the 205s with this hotter weather, so they're a bit more conservative on these tyres compared to the two out front. But looking at John King, this is his first outing in the Mobile One Appliances car in 6th position.
Yes, Dakadian has got past him, but he's under pressure at the moment from Commander Jim.
Yeah, he sure is, but it's good to see John King teaming up with Timmy 82. They're good buddies and been around the sim circles together for a while.
Ooh, and we've got VJ Philly right at the back of the Shelby Power here as well. So G-Dude is going to be coming under pressure very, very shortly. As you can see, there's about nearly a 2-second lap difference here. Got Mitch Kemp back out as well. Woody, your car's back on track. Good to see, and they had a good pass there. You know, he was got out of the way. Because these guys are battling it for position over here.
Oh, there's nothing separating these two. As here comes VGA Philly trying to get an opening. Oh, it's Mitch Kemp at the back. That goes for a spin in the dirt. But looks like VGA Philly may just get G-Dude here. He's got the braking line. The grippier
But he's
part
on the
of
wrong
circuit.
side of the track.
Yeah, we see, but he's got that power down because he's on the grippier side. So nice move from VGA
That was
Philly.
a very good move indeed.
Big haul now up Mountain Straight, and VJ Philly, what's he usually got in sights now? Commander Jim, 12 seconds up the road.
Yeah.
His co-driver's commented about a nice move by VJ Philly as Commander Jim's putting that pressure on John King at the moment.
And as Highlander said, Sato into the 202s early into the session. That's 10 laps in and he's done a 202.9.
Yeah, so we saw a 202.769 by Longy in session 2, which is officially the lap record now that took it off from Sato. And I think I mentioned in that session 2 broadcast slide that one thing Sato will want to do is try and reclaim that fastest race lap. And the way we've seen him wrestling that Mustang, the Monster Energy car, I think he's on the verge of trying to get that fastest lap.
He definitely is looking at his current pace, but Longy has definitely upped the pace as well slightly because he's into the 203s. .203.6 by Sato next lap out.
Yeah, so still gaining that little bit of extra time that he needs on Longy, but long way away. But this battle for 6th and 7th between Commander Jim and John King looks like it's going to go for a fair while here, because it is a hard place to overtake somewhere. He's really trying to put that pressure, John King, on Commander Jim, and see if he can actually just get Commander Jim just to muff up his braking somewhere, miss a turn in, and I think John will be all over him.
Yeah, this has gone on for a good 5 laps now, and the gap isn't extending. They're staying within each other.
I just can't believe the pace from the 2 front runners still in the 203s when everyone else is in the 205s or higher.
Yeah.
Wadey with a really slow lap that previous one with the 208, which is now getting Zach 18 something to think about. But yeah, this one is just continuing on.
Yeah, Zach Kading can see Wadey. Oh.
How did he stay off the wall then? That was amazing.
There's some good car control there.
That was very good. He's fighting the car all the way down the mountain. He was fighting it up the mountain, now he's fighting them down the mountain.
Yeah, he's pushing. I can see Zach Kading just want to bring up those spots. He's probably chasing another top P3.
Yeah, just a bit of a slide glance there down onto the exit of Forest Elbow. But as we said, these things, you know, doesn't affect them too much. But if you do it too many times, it could start getting a few bolts loose on the rear wing. We have seen rear wings pop out of nowhere sometimes.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely, Lewis, yeah, the cars do look loose, they sure do. The guys are pushing hard, and some of these drivers will be on soft tyres, and I believe the track temperature's around 50 odd degrees, as I think Wadey's car's just having a little bit of a glitch at the moment, so Zach 18 will be wanting to just be aware of that, and probably just give him a little bit of space, and we'll be wanting to clear him where he can.
Yeah, Commander Jim has gotten past John King as well.
Yeah, look, he's catching these guys too. So this is where Zach 18 really wants to see if he can clear Wadey, because Wadey's obviously 2 seconds slower at the moment.
It almost looked like they were side by side. Yeah, and he's cleared him. Yeah, he's cleared him.
So
good spot.
Yeah, Zach 18 up into the 4th spot now, and 10 seconds away from Bocane. So Zach 18 can really cement his spot, his place here in the top 5, and hold his 4th position.
Yeah, and he did the pass at the perfect spot. I mean, he's got a clear track ahead of him across the mountain now, so he can just open it up.
Maybe Clarkie's mentioned about why they're pushing so hard and the field's reset. Yeah, you're right, it is reset at the end of the session, but you know, the drivers are there racing and giving it a good go. Sado's trying to get the lap record at the same time, trying to catch on to Loggy, and some of these drivers are pushing to get the higher position that they can be for the final session. So the higher up you can be, the better. We've seen how hard it can be to overtake, and once a race is always a racer, but there will be those times where you're right, Clarkie, that the drivers will probably, you know, just back it off a little bit. But at this time, a lot of these car drivers are all zoned in. They've been running for a while and probably feeling at one with the car at this stage. We look at Mitch Kemp having a good little time over the top of the mountain there in position 12.
Getting back into it after his pit visit for some repairs, but he's been doing really well.
Yeah, so he's only got the use of one arm too, so you know, when you think it's hard enough managing to get around this course with 2 hands on the wheel, he's obviously having it against him at the moment, but I think he's just, during a lot of our practice, we were able to do quite a few runs without him having any incident, but obviously on the moment here in this race, it's probably just getting a bit to him, the pressure.
Yeah, like he did real well in the practice session this morning. Got it down to a 2:12 which is
Yeah.
brilliant for Mitch, for his pace coming from qualifying. He was doing some very consistent laps.
Yeah, Moss is doing a good job here in 11th position. What's he at the moment? They're basically lapped down with Rishi, so
Yeah,
they really
Yeah, 'cause-
want to try and not get too further down so they can give their drivers the best opportunity in the final session to be on the lead lap. We're not quite halfway though, so it's going to be a hard task for both Rishi and Loza to stay one lap down. They may end up falling 2 laps down in this session slide.
yeah, they might. Because we've got, is it Zach 18? That's just coming up on Rishi? Oh,
There's-
Loza, sorry.
It looks like Bo Kane just behind
That's
Loza.
Bo, yeah. That's Bo Kane, yeah.
So Bo's in there matching the pace with Zach 18 at the moment. So he's got about a 10-second margin. As,
Good job by Loza.
yeah, just letting the faster guys go through.
The Milwaukee car definitely showed some good pace in session 2 as well.
Oh, it sure did. He did a tremendous job. Finishing third on the in that session. Currently still holding third. And Bo's having a great run. And it's a shame that we missed the Unicorn too, because the Unicorn was getting primed up. It got the disconnect, so that was a shame. That's when everything went a little bit pear-shaped all on us. So the Unicorn and John Slow, unfortunately, the opportunity has left them, because John Slow was actually very constantly in that top 5 throughout the race. He was third after session 1 and then fourth in session 2. So they definitely were in a good position.
Yeah, very good position for podium finish come session 4. And it's unfortunate that Unicorn had a disconnect. It's going to put them a couple laps down.
Yeah, we'll put them 5 laps down at the end of this for the final session, unfortunately. But there might be a gentleman's agreement. They may just put them on the same lap as the lowest car on the grid. But definitely that will be discussed later on. And
I'm just jumping on here with my teammate G-Dude in the Shelby Power, just making sure that he's still cracking on. He's made a couple of setup changes coming into the session, so it seems like he's getting a bit more pace out of it, or a bit more stable car at least.
yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, I'll be taking the wheel of that Shelby Power back in session 4. I'm looking forward to getting it going again. Hopefully we can be in a good position come session 3 end.
Final session. Yeah, it looks like at this
Yeah.
stage, if everything keeps going this same sort of way without too many drivers having too much incident, he could find himself in that 9th position. He's a fair way. Actually, he's not too far away from Philly. VJ Philly is 53 seconds, so
Yeah.
it's not too far away. And we've seen VGA Philly pushing hard to try and get back off Wadey here we're watching now.
Yeah, Wadey's got some damage on that car, so it looks like it's quite affecting him at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he's just trying to make it to the pit stop window so that he doesn't go another lap down. Do one pit stop, put some new tires on, fill it up, get some damage repair, because the car looks a bit unstable at the moment.
Yeah, it's weaving around, or going around from side to side a little bit, so maybe he's got quite a bit of steering damage there. It looks that way, because he can't quite get it turned in. And he's going to be there at the pits for an extended period of time, but maybe the best thing for him to do is he's losing time while he's out there now. Just get those repairs done and fill it up and see what happens. He might have to do a splash and dash at the end, but his whole aim is just to stay on that lead lap. I mean, just fall 1 lap down and don't get 2 laps down, and he should be right for that final session.
Yeah. Yes. Looking at Sato's really brought that gap down. He's down to 7.5 seconds here, considering it was nearly 14 at a stage. So
Yeah, that-
Seto's really pushing here.
Yeah, he sure is. He's matching, if not better, in Long's lap time. Look at 202.768. Do you know what that is? What do you call it? It was 7.769 was the lap
Yeah,
record.
a thousandth of a second.
Thousandths of a second he's beaten the lap record. So there you go on
That's
lap
insane.
16 of session 3. Or like we like to call it, lap 96 of 161. He's taken back that lap record that he lost from Longy earlier in this race. And what's
That is a
Longy got to
brilliant
reply?
drive. Yeah, Longy. I wonder if he can see that. Oh, Seto. Oh,
And there we
no.
go. We just commented before how he can be fast, Sato, but these are the things that can happen. And he should get the car back going before Bo came, but he's just going to
That's
have to
cost
cool
him.
it. No, it's cost him definitely. So, his car's all over the shot now, and why are we getting another freeze? I'm getting another freeze
Oh,
here.
I'm getting multiple disconnects.
Okay.
I'm only seeing 8 cars left in. So I've got Longy, Sado, Bocane, Commander Jim, BJ Philly, G-Dude, Loza, and Mitch Kemp.
Yeah, okay. So it looks like, and that's on lap 16, if I'm correct.
That is lap 16. That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
So it looks like we're going to have a lobby restart, guys, if everyone's having a mass disconnected. So bear with us, guys. We will have to see what's going on. We'll put a pause to this end to this stream, and we'll come back with a new one very shortly. So stick with us, please, and we'll be back shortly.